Alrighty, let's crown our last foil champion. For the 2025 Junior and Cadet Fencing World Championship. Heavy metal. I think we're going to see some tonight.
The final of Junior Women's Team Foil of the Wuxi 2025 Junior and Cadet Fencing World Championships starts now.
女士们、先生们，2025世界青少年击剑锦标赛青年女子花剑团体决赛现在开始。
Let's welcome the athletes and referees.
让我们欢迎运动员、裁判员入场。
Yeah, the screen parts, the fireworks go off.
Team United
Stop,
States
we've
of
got
America. May welcome
Team USA.
Cole, David Hill, Katrina Long, Victoria Pexner. Team Best 最好成绩 Junior World Cup Team
We've
Gold.
got Shin Yi Kong, Jaylin Liu, Katarina Lung, and Victoria Pevsner in reserve. And for Italy, scampering out onto the piste, Ludovica Fransoni, Vittoria Pina, Matilde Molinari, and Letizia Gabala in reserve. And top flight officiating crew for this gold medal match: Pablo Acevedo of Panama, Florence Ducarme of France, Zhang Rui of China, and Youssef Khaled, our assessors and floor judges.
Help your serve. Competition starts.
比赛开始。
So it will be Molinari to open and close for Italy, and Katarina Lung will open for USA, and Jailin Liu will close. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are that if you look on paper, based on the individual results, Franzoni was 34th, Pina was 17, Molinari the silver. USA, you had Kong, who was 12th, Lung, who was 5th, and Liu, who won the gold. So on paper, they look a little bit stronger. But in the men's match, it was the same thing. The FIE junior team had better individual results. That doesn't really mean anything. I will say, coming out here, which is very interesting, the loosey-goosey nature of the Italian team, it reminded me of Athens Olympics when the USA fenced Germany in the men's foil. Germany was seated second, the Americans were 7th, and the Germans had 3 in the top 16 in the world, the Americans 1, so on paper it didn't look good. And the Americans came out holding their each other in a Congo line, loosey-goosey. So this reminds me similar to what the Americans were in Athens, and it's a good sign for Italy.
Well, the Italians in team events, especially the Italian women's team, they always put on a show for the team salute. So Lung on for USA, and Matilde Molinari to open for Italy. And who's our referee for the first 2 legs? It's Pablo Acevedo.
And you know something, I was talking to Pablo Acevedo earlier today, and today is day 5, what's it, 6?
6.
Day 6, and it's an endurance contest for the fencers. it's an endurance contest for us. You know, we have ebbs and flows too. It's long days. And Acevedo told me it's same for the referees. The referees are having long days. And it's an endurance contest for everybody.
Prêt. Allez. Attaque, offert, non. Contre-attaque, doucement. On garde. Prêt. Allez.
Battle of the lefties to start.
Attaque de course, non, voilà, allez. On garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque, offert, de gauche, doucement. On garde. Derrière la
Good start
ligne.
for Molinari.
Madame. Prêt. Allez. Offert, non, voilà, allez. On garde. Prêt.
So Lung is down 2-0 here. But do you know, David, that in the match against Canada, she had an 11-1 leg against Jessica Go. Well,
Really?
yeah, 11-1.
Prêt. Allez. Attaque de droite, tombe à la balle. Regarde. Prêt. Allez. Préparation, contre-attaque, doucement.
Well, she needs to.
Regarde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque. Allez, stop the ball. Madame, ladies.
She called-
I say, ladies.
Did he call
I
hold?
say, yeah. Stop the ball. You have to. Stop the ball.
What happened? He called the hold? Not sure why. Sometimes the
I didn't see that.
I didn't do. Sometimes I've done it as a referee. The word comes out quickly. You think you see a hit, and you call hold too fast.
C'est la parade de la riposte du soir.
There's one for Katarina Lund.
There's the coach, Ralph Bisdorf, Olympian for Germany, now the coach of USA, and the coach of the gold medal winning team in Paris. So you know something. You got whatever happens here. Lund got 2. You know, the worst thing that could have happened would have been 5-0. So 5-2 is not the end of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Prêt. Allez. Contre-attaque.
Well, Molinari closes out the first 5-2.
Did you see that Molinari? She held her mouth, saying she knows that she might have given away those 2. She had a chance for the 5-0. Whatever. It's a great start for Molinari.
In the second, it will be Ludovica Franzoni on for Italy to face Jailin Liu. And this will be interesting.
You were talking about the emotion of the Italian fencers in general, and they always do show emotion. Liu shows 0 emotion.
Allez.
He's got a game face, and it's always the same.
And 100% results.
Yeah.
Ah, faire, non, voilà, pas de On garde. Prêt. Allez. C'est la réponse attaque de gauche, doucement.
Referee says reprise attack means of the left. So the left was short and then continued. And sometimes when they say it really fast like that, that's almost like a signal to the other fence. Don't even bother challenging it. I'm pretty confident in this one. We'll see. Well, the longer they look at it,
C'est la reprise attaque des coachs, touche pas.
okay. Next.
On y a. Prêt, allez. Halte.
Lost the weapon there. And she regained it. Not bad. Fell out of her hand. She got it. I once asked Billie Jean King, the all-time great tennis player, everyone trains, everyone hits the ball 100 miles an hour. What makes champions? Why were John McEnroe and Jimmy Connors such great players back in the day? And she goes, what makes a champion is that they are the best in the world at something that they do. So when you look at Liu, you say to yourself, there are two things that she does, I think, that are very special. It's not necessarily her offensive attack game. She's incredible on defense. Very hard to get through her defense, number one. But most importantly, she never gives away lazy, easy touches. There's Bisdorf and team captain Jackie Dubrovich, an Olympic gold medalist in the team from Paris. Now she's retired and she's team captain.
Attaque de gauche, non, voilà. On y a. Prêt, allez. Attaque de droite, touche pas.
Wow, attack from the right. Let's see if the ref keeps the call. So just so you know, if the piste ref, who's Acevedo, and the video ref, who's Deschamps, disagree, ultimately it's the call of the piste ref, the ref who's making the calls.
Okay. Well, it's Ducarme, not Ducharme.
Oh, Ducharme.
Ducarme.
Okay, that's charming.
C'est l'attaque
Thank you.
droite, touche pas.
So it
Yeah,
stays.
call stand.
Thank you for that.
Regarde.
It's quite a change of momentum, 6-2 to 6-5. Referee telling Renzoni get the hair up into the mask so it can't be covering the valid target of the electric vest, LeMay. Counter riposte ties the score.
Regarde. Prêt, allez.
Now we're in the second, and that means that each leg has a target score of a multiple of 5. So the target score here is 10. And if anybody could hit that, it would be, oh, I don't know, Jalen Liu.
Attaque, touche pas.
I thought that was attack left.
And it was.
Prêt, allez.
Time's going to run out there.
Hug.
Does. And 7-6. We roll into the third. So 4 there for Lou, 2 for Franzoni, and it will be Vittoria Pinna on for Italy and Chin Yi Kong for USA.
Well, the attack. This coach Bortolozzi. The attack was no, and when the riposte hit, you heard a clunk.
Yeah.
Yep. Khan pushing and getting parried very easily there. I think Kong has to attack to the inside target, closer to us, in the chest or the stomach, not under the arm of Pina. There's no target there because she keeps her arm back and she angles her body or she parries. And it's exactly what happened. She attacked to the back and there's no target there and she missed.
Well, she got one on the board.
Will be attack, said the referee. Actually, that was to the back, so she went to the target that I don't think she should go to, but it worked. Well,
It looked to me like a
beat
beat
from the right.
on the right.
That's what I thought as well. There was clearly a beat.
I'd like to see a replay of that because
Here we go. You're going to, David. Let's see who beats.
I think we just saw it.
Actually, from that angle, it looked like the counter 6 beat from the left. That's a toughie. But the longer they wait, the greater the chance they turn it over. They change the call. Let's see. Look at the body language of Lung. He says, "You got to be kidding me. That was mine." Come on, ref. Look at her. That's classic. No, it's a colored light, so it's good. So they did call it for the right. It's not a perfect science with these calls, but when both fencers beat, it has to go to the one that initiated it. Oh! Holding that hamstring a little bit.
Well, I've seen a few slippy moments on this piece.
We've seen a couple. That's Kong again attacked to the outside line under the arm. So she scored one. She's been hit 2 or 3 times. That's just not the place to go.
Well, time's going to run out here in the third leg. And 11-8. So 4 in that for Vittoria Pena, 2 for Kong. And in the first leg, it was a 3-point margin for Italy. In the second leg, it's a 1-point margin for Italy. And now we're back to a 3-point margin. In the fourth, it will be Ludovica Renzoni. She will face Katarina Lung.
Lung got off to a slow start in the opening leg. She was down 4-0. Eventually, it was 5-2 against her.
La riposte, non. Remise. On regarde. Prête. Allez.
Attack to the chest. The previous one, she went for the outside target, closer to us, where there is no target. So I think Team USA has to figure out their strategy, what target they're going to be attacking to.
Attaque au ferme, voilà. On regarde. On regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque, touche. On regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque, voilà. On regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque, touche. On regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque, voilà. On regarde. Prête. voilà. On garde. Prête. Allez. Attaque au fer, pareil. Passe touche. On garde.
So,
Prête.
I hear the referee attack off fair and then repose. So there were two beatings of the blade.
On garde. Prête. Allez. Attaque, riposte. Voilà. On garde.
She got,
Shot to the shoulder.
yep.
Prête. Allez. Halte, attaque. Contre-attaque, touche.
Counterattack. So it had been as high as a 5-point differential, back down to 3. It looked like it was getting away for USA a little bit there. Didn't see any momentum at all.
En garde. Prête. Allez. Halte, attaque. Voilà. En garde.
Lung has been successful into the high line, the shoulder area, the chest area, off target, but that's the target to go to. Seems to be the one spot.
Halte, attaque au fer, touche.
Franzoni, referee says attack au fair, beat attack. The fencers get one video challenge per leg. If the referees change the call, they maintain the challenge.
En garde.
We didn't get to see the replay, but they did. And it's Lung probably beat the blade at the same time.
All right.
The rules are clear. Whoever initiates it gets it. We see lots of actions like that where both seem to beat at the same time.
Halte, attaque. Voilà. En garde. Prête. Allez. Halte, contre-riposte.
Well, that was the nicest touch that Lung has scored so far. Counter riposte. Beauty.
Prête.
You could hear the cheer that went up from the American bench.
Attaque. En
You
garde.
hear that as well.
Garde, s'il vous plaît.
So it looked like Lung was so in disagreement with that one call that she might have lost her concentration, but the exact opposite happened. She scored 2 since then.
Halte, attaque. Voilà. En garde.
To the inside target. She's staying away from that outside target. The outside target closest to us under the arm.
Halte. Carton jaune pour rapport au belge.
Clock's going to run out here.
Prête? Allez. Halte.
But impressive from Lung once she finally found her feet.
She did.
15-13, so 5 in that for Katerina Lung, 4 for Ludovica Franzoni, and it will be Matilde Molinari out for Italy to face Chen Yikong.
Molinari started off with a great first leg for Italy with a 5-2 leg, but you could see when she came off the piece that she was really disappointed in herself that the 4-0 lead she gave away too. Not necessarily gave away, but Lung scored 2.
Regarde. Prête. Allez.
Pablo Acevedo of Panama back up to
Regarde.
referee
Prête.
the next 2 legs.
Nice beat attack in preparation to start it off.
Dernière contre-riposte de gauche touche la 3 points.
They're challenging that and claiming that it was counter riposte from the right. Let's see. The attack's going to come from the right. Parried. The riposte. Well, I'm going to let the referees call this.
Well, they don't do commentary, so we
That's
shouldn't
true.
do their job.
That's true. That is true.
C'est la dernière contre-riposte de gauche touche la 3 points. Regarde. Prête. Allez. Faire numero a fare.
Too much bend in the blade there for Molinari. Allowed 1 centimeter. Yeah, the ref.
Yeah,
The ref is
yeah.
listening to the commentary, evidently. Yeah, I mean,
Well, he might actually know the rule.
I think they do. That's why he's doing the gold medal match here at the World Championship.
Regarde.
Still too much.
Prête. Allez. Première riposte, non, c'est la remise que touche.
Counter riposte from Kong missed. The remise of the riposte from Molinari scored.
Regarde.
And Molinari has regained the momentum for Italy. He was down to 1, back to 3.
Contre-riposte, non, voilà, fare. Merci. Regarde. Prête. Allez. Dernière contre-riposte. Pas touche 3. Regarde.
Dusdorf giving advice.
Regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque de gauche, touche.
Kaboom! Right in the middle, Molinari with a beat attack
Regarde.
and caught Kong a little flat-footed, not expecting that. Counter riposte from Kong miss. You heard the referee said remise. The remise of the riposte from Molinari. Great try on the action by Kong, but the execution failed.
Regarde. Prête. Allez. Remise, touche 3.
and you can feel the ebbs and flows in the emotion, even from the Team USA bench. Kong scored those 2 in a row, and the war whoop that went up, they were excited, and all of a sudden since then it's been all Molinari, 5-point differential, the largest one so far.
Is that
You
is
know
that
something?
Kong?
No,
That's Pevsner.
it's Pevsner. I'm saying to myself, that's not Kong. You have to forgive us here. We're so concentrating
Well,
and
they,
intense.
I mean, but they normally change
they
it
usually change
on
it
the
up
board
there. Yeah, so I mean,
and the captions.
so in the men's match they did change it, and I was so focused that I missed it. But here, yeah, good pickup, David.
Contra-riposte. Non wala pa rin.
Yes, I know what Kong looks like,
Yeah,
and
that didn't look- and that didn't look like
wasn't
her.
her.
Yeah.
Moya. Red. Ale.
We don't know if it's a full
Attack non wala pa rin. Moya.
substitution or a tactical substitution. We'll find out when we get to
Ale.
the 7th.
Piece of them.
You heard the reprise of the attack.
Moya.
First one by Kong was parried. Molinari hesitated. That gave Pevsner the chance to continue. Wish they would change it up there.
Attack parada. Post. Moya. Red. Ale. Alto. Ministro.
I think Pevsner got away with that one. I think she attacked from at a distance. She was at risk when Molinari parried it, but you know what? She put the light on.
We're back to a 2-point margin.
Attack parada. Post.
That was a nice riposte by Molinari.
Moya. Red. Ale. Dernière contre-riposte de Patrice. Non wala pa rin.
That's an immediate challenge. Let's watch. Parry. Counter parry. Okay, let's see what the referees call.
Oh, I thought there were 3 actions on the blade.
There was a lot of actions going on there.
Dernière contre-riposte. Non wala pa rin. Moya. Here. Moya. One step forward. Moya. Red. Ale. Dernière contre-riposte. Non wala pa rin. Moya. Red. Ale. Contra-riposte. Non wala pa rin.
Wow, that was quite a phrase or phrase, as they say.
Red. Ale.
Well, this would be a bad time to give a point away.
Agreed.
21-18. So 5 in it for the reserve Pevsner
Did a good job there off the bench. But
and 6 for Molinari.
the bottom line is that Molinari padded the lead there from 2 to 3. So, but considering that Molinari was a silver medalist and Pevsner was tied for 58th, which was the worst result of this group, and that she came off the bench cold, that was a really good job by her.
Yes, absolutely.
Really.
Vittoria Pina on for Italy. She will face Jailin Liu.
Regarde. Red. Allez. Attaque parade. Il pose une fois.
Tremendous riposte by Pina.
Red. Allez.
Reprise of the attack. There's Bizdorf and Dubrovich. They were a team in Paris. Bizdorf was the coach, and Dubrovich was one of the members of the gold medal winning team. Let's watch this. Well, they both beat at the same time. The referee says it's a reprise of the attack from the right. They're going to determine here who initiated the blade beat, and that's going to make it simple. Let's see what the call is.
La reprise. Regarde.
Maintains the call.
Regarde. Red. Allez. Allez. Regarde. Red.
What was that?
I think they thought that they hadn't put the touch up on the scoreboard or something.
Oh, right.
I think that's what it was.
Attaque parade.
Yeah, it was a big one by Liu. You could see the energy on the bench for Team USA.
Red. Allez.
Wow.
Attaque perdue. Voilà. Allez.
You know, Liu loves to play defense. She loves to be back on her side of the piece. We haven't seen her there yet in either one of her legs. And because she's behind, that's not where she can hang out.
Attaque. Voilà. Allez. Regarde. Red. Allez. Alter. Il faut no voilà. Allez. Madame Pina. Carton.
Yellow card for Pina.
Red.
Do
Allez.
you know what it's for?
No.
I don't either. Maybe covering.
Alter. C'est la riposte no voilà. Allez. Quickly. This is not quick.
What is she asking for here? A towel?
Towel.
Oh, her feet were slippery.
Mas. Regarde. Red. Allez. Attaque no voilà. Allez. Regarde. Red. Allez. Alter. C'est la remise no voilà. Allez.
So Liu's falling into the same trap
Red. Allez.
that Kong did earlier. She's attacking
Attaque de gauche no voilà.
He's attacking under the arm of Pina. And Pina particularly has no target there. She keeps her arm back, she turns her body, or she parries. Not a good spot to go.
Attaque de droite no voilà.
And that's a better target to go. She feinted and went to the shoulder. That's a target that's available, but not under the arm.
Red. Allez. Reprise no voilà. Allez. On garde. Red. Allez. Allez.
Oh my. That was nuts.
Madame.
A yellow card for
Madame. On garde.
probably covering target or turning
Red.
the body.
Back.
Attaque blanc. Attaque. On garde.
He sort of was
Red.
attacking a little too quickly. And Lou was able to counter.
C'est l'attaque de droite.
The referee says attack the droite, but it's a beat attack. That's what gave her the right away.
Red.
Liu ties the score.
Attaque de droite. Regarde. Mademoiselle, s'il vous plaît. Mademoiselle Pina, immédiatement de garde, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Regarde.
Well, Lou's got plenty of room to roam if she can keep it going.
Well, now she knows that Pina's coming, and that plays right into her strength. And it's given the United States its first lead in this gold medal match.
Attaque non par
It's amazing. This
Better
is-
late than never.
yeah.
Regarde. Red. Allez. Attaque offerte.
Attack fair, says the referee.
S'il vous plaît. Madame, tu dois aller tous les deux. Merci. Regarde. Red. Allez. Terminé l'attaque. C'est la réplique attaque de droite.
Well,
And
I
because
think this is the statement that Lou is making here is, I want the whole set.
Did he give it?
Yeah.
Thus it goes. Okay, so this goes all the way to 30.
Yeah, we're in 6.
So
Allez.
7-1 run. Counter riposte from inside, and the golden girl from Wuxi is doing it again.
Well, Pena surrenders her weapon.
Oh my God. She really wants to stop the bleeding here. You almost want time to run out.
There's a lot of time on the clock.
Plenty of time. And you know, if I'm Pina, I don't want any more touches. I'm not going to attack. I'd almost rather the time runs out. The question is, if she does that, is Lou going to go after her? Or is she just going to say, I got 4-touch leader at
Well,
the...
what do you think?
I think no. I think Lou would rather...
Attaque non.
But-
Contre-attaque, touche point.
Because she prefers to be on defense.
Regarde. Red. Allez. Halte. Douce à la gauche. Regarde. Red. Allez. Attaque, touche point.
Well, she's answered the question.
Yeah.
She's going for it.
Madame, sur la ligne, s'il vous plaît.
She is up 9-2 in this leg.
Allez. Attaque de droite. Non, pas là, pas de Regarde. Red. Allez.
Another.
Oh my.
Right now, Pina looks like a deer in headlights
Allez.
in quicksand because she's not moving.
Halte.
Counter riposte. This is unreal.
There's 5 seconds remaining on the clock. Plenty of time.
She went for it. It's amazing.
She got us to the target score, 30.
12-2 for Jalen Liu.
Oh my. So that was a full substitution. It is Pevsner on for Kong.
So my initial feeling is that Liu was, once she got that lead, she wasn't going to do that, but she felt blood in the water there.
Oh yeah.
She knew it.
Well, she knew that
She was feeling it. Pina was not.
Yeah.
And Pina was back on her heels. Pina.
Okay, so Ludovica Fransoni on for Italy in the 7th, and she will face the reserve Pevsner for USA. But what a gift the Liu Fairy brought. You come on 3 down and you go out 7 up. And you know, and now look at, you know, Pevsner's out there.
Pevsner gave a little spark to the team, even losing, falling behind 1 to Molinari. It gave a little boost to the team off the bench.
Well, when you go 5-6 to Molinari, that is not a mark of shame.
You know, it's not often you say you lost a leg and you gave a spark to your team. But she did. She really did. You could feel it.
Attaque Paris. Passe mal. Regarde. Faites. Allez. Halt. Attaque direct. Voilà. Regarde. Faites. Allez.
Franzoni just missed there. She's zeroing in on that attack.
Halt. Attaque direct. Bon.
She has zeroed in on the attack.
Regarde.
So she's feeling that distance there.
Faites. Allez. Halt. Paris. Passe voilà. Regarde. Faites. Allez. Halt. La remise de contour du poste. Voilà.
You know, she just stays out there and off targets for 3 minutes.
That would do the trick.
That would do the trick.
Regarde. Faites. Allez. Halt. Arrête. Voilà. Regarde. Faites.
I think that last leg was a shock to the system for Italy.
Yeah, but right now, very quietly, it's a 4-1 advantage for Franzoni.
Regarde. Faites.
That 7-touch lead is down to 4. And Franzoni gets another 1 or 2, and then Pevsner's going to be feeling it.
Halt. Attaque. Voilà. Regarde. Faites.
and she's close enough to hit on these direct attacks,
Allez.
is Franzoni.
Attaque, touche.
Again,
Mm.
so the last 4 times, twice off target, twice were good, but almost too easy. So we're seeing here another turning point in this match. And you're always dealing with that snowball effect. You
Mm.
saw the snowball effect with Liu and Pinna. Well, we're seeing it a little bit right now with Franzoni and Pevsner.
Well, you know what we've got coming up at the end.
Well, the battle between first and second,
Attaque,
right?
In,
Gold and silver.
in the first movie,
Yeah.
and in this one,
Yeah.
it will again be the battle between first and second.
Yes.
Attaque, remise d'attaque gauche. Voilà. Regarde.
So right now, Franzoni is feeling it, and Pevsner is not.
Attaque. Voilà. Regarde.
Franzoni can't give away any easy ones here because she's got an upper hand. She needs to continue on the attack.
Allez. Toujours attaque, touche. Bon.
Toujours the attack means still the attack.
Regarde.
So that's the action that's working. Look at that.
Prête.
Pevsner's got to start moving her legs and taking the blade. Another attack in the middle. It's one action that's working, and the bench has to get to Pevsner what she needs to do.
Prête.
Get the legs moving, take the blade, maybe open the distance, but that straight distance is allowing Franzoni to do a straight lunge. It's too close.
I think I see. Maybe not.
So this is incredible, too. We're seeing in this one match 2 unbelievable changes of pace here. 8-1 for Franzoni right now. So, okay, Pevsner's going to go for it because she's a sitting duck on these attacks in the middle. So you got to go to plan B.
Well, look at who's on for Italy next.
Oh, it's Gabala.
Allez.
Is it?
I don't know. We'll
No,
see.
that's what I was saying. I
Yeah.
thought I saw Gabala up.
Okay. Let's see how the referees call this one. What's going through this young lady's head right now with touch after touch?
White noise.
Yeah, I mean, with really not putting Franzoni at risk of getting hit. She's not doing anything. Just a lot of attacks in the middle, and she's counterattacking or not even counterattacking. It's to pick up the pace, footwork, blade work, open the distance, in and out. Easier said than done because Franzoni's fencing very well.
Basically, she's fencing. What was the call?
Well, the call,
Oh.
it went for Pevsner
Oh, I
because
see.
when you hear the cheer, you know that's from the Team USA box. So when you climb up that hill, I said it so many times, and that was a big climb, and you don't go over, so she's tied the score again.
Regarde.
Can Franzoni get Italy back into the lead?
Prête. Allez.
This is that moment.
Attaque, touche. Bon.
And she has done it,
Regarde.
and that's critical.
Regarde.
10-2 run, and you saw Bortolozzi say, keep going, you got time, keep going.
Attaque, non. Attaque. Voilà.
Too close is Pevsner. Open up the distance. She's too close.
Allez. Allez.
Counter or a post. Everything is working for Franzoni.
Masque, s'il vous plaît. Regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque, passe. Voilà. Bien. Tête. Allez. Attaque.
And Pevsner's able to get one there.
Bien.
The team said again, do it again.
Attaque. Voilà.
But in order to do it again, Franzoni has to attack if you're going to make the riposte again.
Allez. Halt. En garde. En garde. Tête. Allez. Attaque.
And the first attack from Franzoni was short. And then Pevsner started there.
You know, that. Whew. Well, it gets us to 35.
So 4 for
But
Pevsner.
still, that last hit for Pevsner was
It was
big.
big. She had 2 at the end that were very big, the riposte and that one. I don't remember ever, in all these years of covering fencing, of seeing consecutive legs like that. 12-2 for Liu over Pinna. 12-2 plus 10. And then 12-4 plus 8 for Franzoni over Pevsner. Unbelievable.
All right, so it's Katarina Lung on for USA. I'm not certain that that is Vittoria Pinna.
Well, they're both.
Well, before she put her mask on, I glanced at the screen and I went, I think that's Gabola.
Regarde. Tête. Allez. Hâte, reprise. Voilà. Regarde. Tête. Allez. Hâte, dépasse. Regarde. Tête. Allez. Hâte, attaque. Regarde.
So it is the reserve Gabola. No, it's Pinner. It's Pinner. Well, they're giving this a big long look. Katarina Lung was very emphatic in asking for the review.
They haven't reversed. Neither referee has reversed one yet. And it looks like this might be the one. Because when the video ref starts pointing things out, that's usually a sign that they might be in disagreement or she's suggesting to the piste ref to change it. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see.
Reprise d'attaque.
Yep. Good challenge. Good challenge by Lung.
Again, we're asking for a review. Well, let's see. Let's watch.
We're seeing that in slow motion, but that looked pretty attack right to me. I don't know.
Yes, we will see. All I could say, the referees are here to get it right. They're not here just to defend their original call. They're here to get it right for the fencers. That's their job. But I could tell you as a referee, when you have to reverse 2 in a row, that's not a pleasant thing.
Attaque, touche. Engage.
To a 1-point margin.
Well, one thing we know, this can only go to 40. We can't have one of those crazy legs again. We had enough of those.
Lung surrenders her weapon. She'll get another one.
What an amazing finale to a great day of fencing. We saw in the Sabre team gold medal matches, both of them were sort of runaways for the United States. And it's really nice to see such a good, close, hard-fought match here.
Allez.
Attack from the right and challenge from the left. Let's watch. Listen, you could see there, they both beat at the same time. There's one blade meeting, and now it's up to the referees to decide who initiated it. It's so close. It's amazing that at a regular speed that the referees get these right most of the time. That was a close one. Here they come.
Attaque au fer. Touche.
Attack fair. Beat attack from the right.
Prête. Allez.
Attack from the right. Mass cord went a-flying.
Well, if there's 2 minutes left, but only one score can be made
Yeah, and
on the right.
you could feel a drastic momentum change right now here in the Exposition Center. You could feel that Team USA is really up, and you could see Team Italy. A little bit of the air has been thrown out of the bench there.
Well, if Katerina Lung can send USA into the 9th and final leg up 40-36.
She's going to get a yellow card for turning there, is Lung. Yep.
Prête. Allez. Allez.
Lung looks to be in trouble. What is she calling? There's a red card for,
En garde.
and there's no
En garde. Prête.
probably for
I
turning.
think she was. Yeah, she turned.
She turned, and I think no more challenges because I have to tell you, this has been a grueling, hard-fought match, and there's been a lot of close calls for these referees. It's a tough match for them. They're doing a great job. Okay, so Can Pina inch closer?
Attaque, voilà. Regarde. Faites. Faites. Allez. Attrapez, voilà. Regarde. Faites. Allez. Halte. Bon, attends, pas de plus. Regarde. Faites. Allez. Halte. Regarde. Faites. Allez. Attaque, touche.
What a great attack there by Vittoria Pina as she brings Italy to within one.
Allez. T'arrives pas à se voilà. Regarde. Faites.
Lung trying to close it out. Pina trying to tie it up.
Allez.
Quicker on her feet right now, Pina.
Attrapez.
Left off target. What is the red card for
Not sure.
on Pina's side?
I'm not sure. They haven't.
Faites. Allez.
It was a red on Lung. So Lung got the second red card.
1 minute.
The referee's going to take a look at it before awarding this last point. Okay, let's see.
Attaque, touche.
So,
Wow, that was complex.
complex and chaotic, and what at the end of the day, Italy came in up by 35-34, and the USA is now up by 40-39 as Lung out hits Pina 6-4. And how we got here was a little bit crazy, but we've arrived at the place where we knew we would be and we couldn't wait to be, which is the rematch between the gold and silver medalists from the individual event. Now, in the individual, Molinari got off to a 7-1 or 7-2 lead. And at that point, she started doing this, attacking Liu. And Liu, okay, she got the first one. Liu is very comfortable back there in the 2-meter zone near the end. And it was very unsuccessful for Molinari when she was attacking into Liu's strength. And here we are again. Attack from Liu. Okay, there he is. She's in her favorite zone back there, the office, Liu's office.
C'est la remise non va la fare. Andiamo. Andiamo. Prêt. Allez.
Attack in
I'm
preparation.
beginning to think that this movie ends the same way.
Could be. Well, Italy won gold last year. They're trying to win it again. And this is big. A 2-point lead for Liu is big because that sets up her defensive game. She doesn't really have to take risks on the attack. Molinari lets her out of the corner there. That's a counter riposte.
Non va la fare.
Referee says counter riposte from Molinari. Whichever way this call, let's watch it. Hard to tell. Whatever way this call goes, it goes. But the bottom line is the 2-touch lead for Liu gives her a huge advantage because of her defensive strength. She's very hard to get through her defense, even when she's at the end of the piece like that. And she won the championship the other night because Molinari was incapable of getting her at that end of the strip. On the contrary, she attacked her and was getting hit every time. That got Liu back into the match, and she eventually won the gold medal because of it. But today's a different day. You never know what's going to happen. But right now, Liu's in a bit of the driver's seat.
C'est la dernière contre riposte non va la fare. I know.
So the ref called counter riposte from Molinari off target.
Stop. Right.
Molinari's blade is bent way too much. You really need to straighten that out a little bit. Look at that. It's more than a saber blade.
The timer at the back end of the piece had gone off.
Prêt. Allez. Alto. Riposte non va la fare.
Ooh, Liu's in trouble there. Molinari parried her and just wasn't able to get the riposte on.
Prêt.
Good job by Molinari.
Alto.
Well, Molinari beat Liu at her best part of her game, that defense. I got to believe Liu is going to be more aggressive on this one because she got nailed there and Molinari's within one.
Andiamo.
Tremendous touch by Molinari.
Prêt. Allez.
The referee said halt. Once the referee says halt, no new action may begin after the halt. Therefore, he can't award that, and he doesn't.
Mademoiselle, s'il vous plaît, tous les deux. Regarde. Prête. Allez. Attends. Remise la balle à Paris.
Liu a little bit over anxious there, a little out of distance. I think she's lucky that Molinari didn't get her on the riposte. Well, David, we've come right down to the wire.
Is this something that's supposed to make me groan?
No, there's no joke there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Passe. Voilà. Donc, tranquille. Bien. Regarde. Merci, s'il vous plaît. Regarde. Prête.
This is the big one.
Attends. Non, voilà. Regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque de droite. Non, pas là. Regarde.
Well, Lou needs to breathe.
Prête.
I'm not breathing.
Allez. Attaque de faire plus, quoi.
Attack au fer de droite, says the referee. Let's watch the beat attack to the outside target under the arm.
Attends, c'est la remise touche.
Nice touch by Molinari. Brings it within one.
Mademoiselle,
What a battle.
Regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaquant.
The attack is no, and Molinari
No.
ties it up.
18 seconds remaining on the clock.
The referee said it was your attack.
Regarde.
Wow, that two-touch lead evaporated in a heartbeat. The riposte by Liu.
Oh, no.
Remise, maybe. It might have been.
Like-
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
It's one away.
I can't believe the what this day has done to my nervous system.
Great battle by Molinari. Both fencers. And every time she was down by a couple, Molinari would bring it back.
C'est l'attaque de droite. Non, voilà.
That's her coach.
Look at the bend on that blade there. That's just. Here we go.
Allez. Attaque de
One touch to determine the world champion.
Merci, s'il vous
And
plaît.
here we are.
Regarde. Prête. Allez.
And USA is the world champion. Jalen Lin.
With 4 seconds remaining on the clock.
She's
He
won
gambled it all.
all 3 gold medals. She won the junior, she won the cadet, and she has just taken Team USA to the gold in the team event. The referees have to take a look
Yeah, at 44.
44.
Contre-attaque, je pense.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I'm really happy that we're going to have some like nice placid epee starting tomorrow.
We really we need to tone it down a little bit tomorrow, that's for sure. Congratulations
Ladies
to
and
Italy.
gentlemen,
They
the
didn't
final of junior
repeat as the
women's
world
team
champion and the
foils.
gold. They had a well-earned silver. What a great match that was both ways. Only fitting that it came down to
Victory belongs to the team, United
44-44.
States of America. 美国队获胜。
Wow. What a battle that was.
Think about this match. You had those crazy 2 legs in a row. Liu, 12-2 over Pena in the 5th leg. Then in the 6th leg, when they were down and out, Franzoni 12-4 over Pevsner. So you had back-to-back.
Yeah.
And then you had Lung retake it. And then you had Liu up 43-41. It looked like it was over. And Molinari showed what she was made of and brought it back. And then down again, and she brought it back to 44-44. Wow. One of the all-time most exciting team matches we'll ever see, and I hope everyone enjoyed it.
That was
You know something? Let's let our heart rates come down a little bit. Let's catch a breath and get ready for that wonderful medal ceremony. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We got medal ceremony coming up. A pretty historic medal ceremony, actually. So stick with us. We'll be back in just a minute.